Welcome to 17 amazing must-play JRPGs on your Switch 2. Some of these games you may not have heard of yet, so stick around for the full ride. My name is Ghostlink. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. I post videos like this every single week. With that being said, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. The first game we're going to talk about today is Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Man, this game is so good. So this game just got a Switch 2 update, and man, let me tell you, it's amazing. So this is a 3D remake of the classic RPG. You play as generations of emperors, passing down skills to battle the corrupted 7 heroes. The game has a unique, non-linear story, challenging turn-based combat, and a world that changes over time. It's deep, replayable, and great for fans of adventure games. So yeah, this game is truly amazing, and I'm surprised a lot of people aren't talking about it. The story, the characters, all the different environments, it's so good. I'm not sure what it is about this game, but they capture the vibe perfectly. When you play it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm so happy we're starting to see Switch games get the Switch 2 update. And to be honest, $10 is not that bad, especially if the upgrades are worth it. And this one, it definitely is. Anyways, this game is an awesome adventure, so go check it out. The demo's free. Number 2 is The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. So this game just got announced at the last Nintendo Direct, and I've played the demo, and man, let me tell you, it's amazing. So in this game you play as Elliot, an adventurer set to explore a mysterious ruin beyond the magical safe zone, protecting the last human city. With his fairy companion, he activates the Doorway of Time and embarks on an epic journey spanning across a beast-infested land. So I'll admit, when this game was first announced at the last Direct, I was like, man, this game looks so good, this is definitely my style. But then I saw the name, and I was like, man, that's a stupid name. Well, you know what? That was stupid of me to think that, because this game is truly amazing, and it's gonna be awesome. So this game's basically like Octopath Traveler, but in an action RPG form. And plus, some of the dungeons kind of feels like a Zelda game. So they have different aspects of this game into one. It's really cool. And the graphics in this game are so detailed, especially when you're walking around different towns. It's so cool. The world just feels so alive. I'm not sure how to explain it, but do yourself a favor. After this video, go download the demo. You won't regret it. Number 3 is Crisis Core Reunion. This, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated Final Fantasy games. In this game you play as Zack, an ambitious soldier operative, as he searches for a missing comrade, Genesis. Along the way, he uncovers dark secrets within the Shinra Corporation and forges a legacy that connects him to the events of Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, like I was saying, in my opinion, this game definitely does not get enough credit. It ran amazing on the Switch 1, and now on the Switch 2, it runs that much better, and it looks great. This is such a fun game. Definitely one of the best ports ever made for the Switch in my opinion. Although I will say, if you want to play all 3 Final Fantasy VII games, I definitely recommend starting off with the first Final Fantasy VII, the OG one, and then Crisis Core, and then Rebirth. Now you can definitely play this game first if you really want to, but I do recommend playing the first one first. Anyways, this is another one that I definitely recommend adding to your list. Number 4 is Trinity Trigger. This is another great underrated game. So in the world of Trinitia, ancient gods of order and chaos battled and left massive divine weapons scattered across the land. Cyan, who's an ordinary villager, discovers he's been chosen as the warrior of chaos and teams up with Elise and Xantus to defy fate and save the world. So yeah, this is another great game that definitely does not get enough credit. It's so fun. And what a lot of people don't really know as well too, is that there's so many great developers that worked on this game, that worked on other many great games, like Octopath, Chrono Cross, and Xenoblade, as well as Secrets of Mana. This game has so much charm and runs great on the Switch too. If you're looking for a fun, pick up and play action RPG, this is it. So go check it out, you're gonna love it. Number 5 is Trails Through Daybreak. So this game was my JRPG of the year last year. It's truly amazing. Set in the thriving but divided Republic of Calvard in year 1208, the game follows Van Arkwright, a morally flexible fixer known as a Spriggan. He begins a quest with Oddness, the president's daughter, who's asking for help on recovering powerful artifacts. Their mission plunges into political intrigue, underground conspiracies, and dangerous factions. Man, I cannot tell you enough how fun this game is. It's so good. The dialogue, the music, the characters, all the different environments, this game is massive. I will say, you end up about 60 hours, maybe 100 hours into this game, because there's just so much to see. And with Trails games, there's so much story. It goes so in depth. Honestly, within the first like 20 to 30 hours, I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. It really does feel like this game does not end, but the whole time, you're gonna love it. Now, if you've never played a Trails game before, you can definitely start with this one, because it follows a whole new cast of characters. So go check it out, and go play it, because you're gonna love it. Number 6 is Star Ocean, Second Story R. This one's really cool. So in this game, you play as either Claude, a spacefaring Federation officer, stranded on a primitive planet, or Rena, a native of that world. Together, they uncover ancient prophecies, strange meteorites, and a looming threat to the planet. So I will admit, as much as I love JRPGs, I never got into the Star Ocean series until now, and this one is really good. The overall vibe, the stories, the characters, that classic JRPG sense of adventure, it's awesome. I really enjoyed the art style as well. The next Star Ocean game that I want to play is on PS5, and that's called The Divine Force. Anyways, this game is great, and definitely worth all the hype when it was first released. This is another one that I definitely recommend adding to your list. Number 7 is Fairy Fencer F, Advent Dark Force. This is another great one. So this is a turn-based JRPG where you play as Fang, a lazy swordsman who accidentally becomes a hero after pulling a magical sword from a girl named Erin. Together, they search for powerful weapons to revive a goddess or an evil god, with choices that change the story. It features colorful characters, over-the-top humor, and flashy strategy battles. So yeah, again, this is another great hidden gem, and it's definitely underrated. And what's cool about this game is that it kind of plays like a visual novel at times, although it doesn't consume the whole game. And the voice acting in this game is awesome. It's in English as well. The dialogue and the relationship between the two main characters, it's so good. And it's also pretty hilarious. I'm not sure how to explain it, but this game just has that irresistible charm. And the battle mechanics are very smooth as well, and very satisfying. This is one of those games that's going to get you hooked from the start, so go play it, because you're going to love it. Number 8 is Xenoblade Chronicles. Yes, this one is amazing, one of the best games of all time. So this game is a massive JRPG, set on the bodies of two colossal titans, where humans and machines battle for survival. You play as Shulk, who wields the legendary Monado sword, to fight the mechanical Mechan and uncover the truth behind their attacks. With a vast open world, real-time combat, and a deep emotional story, it's an epic adventure full of exploration and discovery. Man, I don't even know where to begin. If you've never played this game before, you're definitely missing out. This is one of the best adventures I've ever been on. And like I said, this is a 10 out of 10 game in my opinion. The story, the characters, the massive open world, it's insane. And to be honest, it kind of feels like you're playing an MMORPG. That's how massive this game is. And I'll admit, when I first started this game, I didn't really care for the battle mechanics. But after the first few fights, I got used to it, and now I love it. Now, if someone were to ask me, which JRPG should I start with first on the Switch, I would definitely say this one. And on the Switch too, it runs even better. So yeah, like I said, if you've never played this game before, go play it right now. Number 9 is Witchspring R. This game is super fun and very charming. So this is a story-driven RPG, where you play as Pieberry, a young witch living in a mysterious island. You'll train her magic, gather resources, craft items, and explore the land while facing those who fear or hunt witches. With charming visuals, lighthearted moments, and heartfelt storytelling, it mixes adventure, crafting, and turn-based battles into a magical journey. And yes, this game is definitely underrated. So yeah, in my opinion, this is one of the most fun and relaxing JRPGs I've ever played. And Pieberry, the main character, is so cool and charming. Her sense of humor is pretty hilarious as well. And on the Switch 1, this game ran pretty decent. And now on the Switch 2, boom, it's good to go. This is another great pick up and play RPG. So if you want to have a quick game session and feel like you've made some progress, this is it. This is a great end of the day JRPG. I definitely recommend adding it to your list. Number 10 is Tokyo Xanadu EX+. I'm so happy this game made it to the Switch. It's so good. So this game is an action RPG set in modern day Tokyo, where you play as a high school student who fights mysterious creatures called Eclipse in a parallel dimension known as the Eclipse Hollow. Using real-time combat with friends, you explore dungeons, uncover dark secrets, and build relationships while protecting the city from supernatural threats. So this game actually first came out for the Vita and the PS4, and now it's finally on the Switch. And in my opinion, this is an amazing port. And what's cool too, is that all the DLC is included. This game kind of feels like as if the Trail series and the Persona series had a baby. The characters, the story, the different environments. This game was a great time. The dungeon crawling and battle mechanics was really fun too. What I also like is the music. This game has an amazing soundtrack. If you're looking for a fun and chill RPG that takes place in modern day Tokyo, this is it. Another one that I definitely recommend adding to your list. Number 11 is Oninaki. Man, this game is so beautiful. Very well done. So this game is another action RPG where you play as Kagachi, a watcher who guides lost souls to the afterlife. You journey through a world caught between life and death, battling monsters in real-time combat while uncovering emotional stories from the souls that you've helped. The game blends fast-paced action with a heartfelt narrative about loss, fate, and redemption. So the one thing that I have to say about this game, this is a beautiful experience. The graphics, the music, the story, the characters, everything complements each other perfectly. This is one of those games where you can tell the developers had a vision, and the execution was perfect. And not to mention, the gameplay is very fun and very satisfying. If you're looking for a heartfelt, fun, and unique JRPG experience, go check this game out. You won't regret it. Number 12 is Neptunia VIII. Yes, I'm a big fan of the Neptunia games, and this one is great. So this one is a colorful JRPG where you play as the goddess Neptune and her friends, protecting the world from mysterious threats. With turn-based combat, funny humor, and vibrant characters, you explore different dimensions, battle enemies, and uncover the secrets behind an impending crisis. So yeah, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Neptunia games, and this one is definitely my favorite one. The story, the characters, the music, the humor, this is a great all-around JRPG. The story is what really gets you hooked. Now I don't want to spoil too much about the story, but it definitely gets better as you progress in the game, and the dialogue is funnier than ever. Now if you've never played a Neptunia game before, you can definitely start with this one. So yeah, if you're liking what you see, go check it out. Number 13 is the entire Atelier series. There's so many Atelier games for the Switch, although I will say, the Ryza Trilogy, in my opinion, is the best, which is the games that we'll be focusing on in this video. So this is a charming JRPG where you play as Ryza, an alchemist exploring new lands with her friends. You gather materials, craft items, and battle monsters using turn-based combat, all while uncovering secrets and strengthening bonds in a beautiful, vibrant world. So yeah man, I can't tell you enough how much I love the Atelier series, and the Ryza Trilogy, like I said, are the best ones. If you're into fun, charming adventures with characters that you can't help but love, this is it. So my first experience with this game was Ryza 2. I never played Ryza 1, so there was a few things I didn't get inside Ryza 2, but it's totally fine though because that was my first adventure and I love it. And Ryza 2 is my favorite Atelier game still to this day. And what's awesome as well is that they just announced that the Ryza Trilogy is getting an upgraded release, and all 3 games come with all the DLC included. It's coming out on Switch, Switch 2, PS5, as well as PC, with updated graphics, performance, more story, and more playable characters. And that's set to release in November, so mark your calendars. I cannot wait. I'm gonna play the whole trilogy all over again. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways, I definitely recommend checking out these games. You're gonna love it. Number 14 is Lost Sphear. Dude, this game is awesome. So this one is a turn-based JRPG where you play as Kanata and his friends, who fight to restore a world slowly disappearing into nothing. Using a mix of magic and physical attacks in strategy battles, you explore mysterious landscapes, uncover ancient secrets, and work to bring back lost memories of their world. So yeah, this one is another great hidden gem. It's straightforward, simple, and fun. A classic turn-based RPG made by Tokyo RPG Factory, which is a developing company that teamed up with Square Enix a while back. If you're into games like Bravely Default and Octopath Traveler, you're gonna love this one. Although I will say, it's definitely not as challenging as those games. This is more on the chill pick up and play side. The story is really good and the characters are very charming. And it's not trying to be over the top either. This is just your chill, classic and fun JRPG. So go add it to your list, you're gonna enjoy it. Number 15 is Dragonstar Varnir. This one's awesome and definitely underrated. So this game is a dark fantasy JRPG where you play as Zephy, a knight cursed to hunt witches while protecting a dragon companion. With turn-based combat, skill customization, and a story full of moral choices, You explore a world torn by war, dragons, and witch hunts, uncovering secrets that challenge who you fight for. So yeah, this one's really cool, and it definitely runs better on the Switch too. In my opinion, it didn't run that great on the Switch 1, which is totally fine though because this game's more based on story than combat, and the story is going to get you hooked right from the start. And this game is also pretty hilarious. And now thinking about it, Idea Factory likes to make games with a lot of humor inside of it, which is pretty cool in my opinion, because that's what makes them stand out. Like, there's a few times where I've actually laughed out loud. It's that funny. Anyways, this game is a great time. I definitely recommend adding it to your list. Number 16 is Ys 8 and Ys 10. These games are definitely heavy hitters when it comes to RPGs, especially action RPGs. In this game you play as Adol, a young adventurer shipwrecked on a mysterious island, explore dangerous lands, battle monsters in fast-paced combat, and uncover the island's secrets, while forming bonds with other survivors and discovering the story of the legendary Dana. So yeah, both these games are truly amazing, and I will say, these are great summer RPGs. The fact that it takes place on an island is a total vibe, and the characters, the music, the story, everything about this game is awesome. And the gameplay is super satisfying. On the Switch 1, it ran pretty decent, and now on the Switch 2, it runs that much better. It's really good. If you've never played an Ys game before, definitely start with 8. You're gonna love it. And last, but not least, is Bravely Default, the HD remaster for the Switch 2. Man, I cannot tell you enough how much I love this game. This one is a grand slam by Square Enix. It is that amazing. So this is a turn-based JRPG where you follow 4 heroes on a quest to restore balance to a world threatened by chaos. With the job system, challenging battles, and a rich story full of twists, you explore towns, dungeons, and forests, while uncovering secrets and forging friendships. Dude, I really can't tell you enough how much I love this game. They really outdid themselves with this remaster, and I could not be happier. This game was one of my favorite 3DS games, and now on the Switch, this is definitely one of my favorite Switch 2 games. And what's cool too is that they didn't really overdo it. They gave some upgrades, especially with the cutscenes, but they still maintain that original charm, which is hard to do sometimes. But yeah man, this game is truly amazing. The graphics, the performance, the music, all the characters. This is a 10 out of 10 game in my opinion. This is a definite must play on your Switch 2, so go play it right now. Alright, well there you have it. There's 17 games that I definitely recommend checking out on your Switch 2. If you guys have more recommendations, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe. With that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy gaming, God bless, and Jesus loves you. Peace.